Okay, now we're live again.
I just give me a hammer. I'll fix it. I can. So you think we're back up?
Looks like it.
Okie dokie. Here comes Victor, and he says we're back. There's Monica. We're back. Oh man, where's my little buddy? 144. What was his name? Woodstock, or what was his name? You remember when it had a count of the people that were coming in?
Mm-hmm.
It's gone. Oh, I see it. We have to wait all over. You know what? We're not going to wait. So, Barbarama. So, did you find me somebody? Who's your volunteer? Let me know. Who is going to answer my questions directly? Did you? Eminem? Come on, my hero. One of us, Frank, you can do it. We're so proud of you. Okay? Me. Oh, we got a bunch of Eminem. Everyone's saying Eminem. Eminem. Well, how's Eminem feel about it? Hey, Eminem, call me if you want. Or post and let me know if you want to do this. I'll just ask you a question and you can just type it up. You know, we might take too long doing that now that I think about it, huh? You just call me. I won't let them hear your voice. I promise. I won't let them hear your voice. You can call me, and what I'll do is I'll ask you the question, and then I'll tell the family what your answer was, and then we'll say yes or no. Now that's if you want to. Or let's try this, because I don't see him. Do you? I don't see him anywhere.
Just got
Huh?
my page back up, so I don't know.
I don't see Eminem. Family, I don't think Eminem is here with us right now.
They probably took off.
He probably took off. Here's another thing. Oh, there he is. Hey, well, that's not the question, Eminem. I am now. Eminem, do you want to answer some questions? They want you to answer questions to me based on what I taught yesterday. Would you be willing to try to answer some questions that I'd like to present? And the reason why is so that we can get an idea of how well everyone understood what I said yesterday.
He said sure.
Okay, why don't you call me? Go ahead and call me. That'd be a lot quicker than having you type the answer. So we wait for Eminem to call me, family. This is a little experiment. I've never done it before. But I did see your postings. And yeah, I got people that send me, hey, buddy, hold on a second. And we have people that send me information that other people are saying or reading about us. And, you know, I was just a little concerned because I felt that we weren't getting our message across. So we have Eminem, our transcriber, or excuse me, our analyzer at KTFA. Hey, Brent, or excuse me, brother, do you want me to leave you off? That you want rather than they not hear your voice? You are? Oh, cool. Okay, hold on. He says he's okay with you hearing his voice, family. So, Eminem, say hello to the family.
Hey, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well.
Indeed, we are. And I pray to God, Eminem, when we're done with our conference call tonight, that we'll be even doing much better. Brother, let me ask you some questions. In fact, here, I'll give a count so I don't overdo it. Number one, last night when you were listening to our conference call, do you have an idea where the lower denums are at based on my opinion of what I said last night? Where do you think the lower denums are?
I think they could very well be populated in the banks with the next stage possibly to the citizens.
Okay, and what I tried to convey yesterday is that my friend's firm, my friend's banks, the two banks, his firm, they did not receive lower denums yesterday. And what
Okay.
we said was that they received a waiting receipt that told them you're about to get a schedule. I don't know. I guess maybe within about a week. And this schedule is going to give you, believe it or not, a date and a time. a date and a time of when to release the lower denoms. Now, here's my next question. Have they released the pictures of the small category notes, the lower denoms? Have they released the pictures of them and the descriptions?
No, not that I've seen yet.
Between now and whenever this delivery, because you see, it's a waiting receipt for a schedule of when to distribute the lower denoms. And that's, and in my opinion, that's a little bit further down the road here. Let's say, next week or something. If that's the case, when do you think that the pictures of the lower denoms and descriptions would come out?
Well, my belief is that at least after maybe the markets close tomorrow afternoon.
You son of a gun. Okay, go ahead.
No, I just think that that's probably a likely time for them. It's the banks close on Thursday, and then you go into the end of the week, plus the 2020 budget's on the table to be brought out by that time.
You know something? I like that. I understand what you're saying. Okay. Now, if the lower denoms are not yet, in my opinion, at the banks, and in my opinion, they're going to be maybe delivering them because of this receipt, a waiting receipt that tells them it's coming. What else did I say is coming besides the lower denoms to the private banks of the CBI? Do you recall? I just said it. What else is coming?
Possibly gold, is that, or the fills, but I'm not sure if I caught it right. If that's the case.
The schedule.
The schedule, okay.
Which will contain what?
Date and time.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Now, do you think that we need to see the pictures and descriptions before that written receipt arrives, that schedule arrives, those lower denoms arrive at the banks to be distributed?
At or before.
Okay. At or before or simultaneously, huh?
Simultaneously, yes. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, very much.
So we have no lower denoms yet in the banks, but we do have, in my opinion, a document that is telling them, hey, you're about to get them. And you feel that it's capable, that it could even be done tomorrow at a specific time when they close up. And I like that combination because of the Thursday, Friday, Saturday going into their Sunday. Is that how you defined it and explained it?
That's basically where I'm at, yes.
Okay.
Very good. It'd be a perfect time for them to be able to show the descriptions. There's nothing doesn't seem to be hurt by that. So if they had the opportunity to feed them the pictures and the details and the depictions and the explanations, that would give them some time that they could do that without having too much of an effect on any type of marketplace. If that makes sense.
No, I got you. Thank you, my friend. Well, that's really about what I wanted to talk to you, because what we presented yesterday, Eminem, was just an idea. It was just scenario possibilities. But I believe that there is a good possibility that those pictures and the descriptions are next. Because you saw the pictures and descriptions that we shared with the family, right?
Yes, I did. I saw, most of them, yeah.
And it's in final article thread now. You can open up that link and you can see the whole document, okay?
Yes.
All righty.
Yes.
Well, thank you for your help. And before you leave, allow me to reach out and across the phone and shake your hand. You know, each one of you that volunteers to help at KTFA, you have your lives, you have your families, you have all kinds of, things that you have to do. But you find the time to reach out to help our family. And I thank you so much for the things that you do, and that's why we made you our analyzer. You have an astute mind, a good way of thinking, and you're not caustic in our direction. You're in favor and you support our team study. So I just want to thank you for your support at KTFA, my brother, okay?
Yes, very well. You're very welcome. And I have to say that after all these years, I found that your site, with all the family people that are out here that help and put in their time and effort, made KTFA the place that it is. And it, hands down, in my view, has some of the best news hounds, Samson, everybody, Don 961, and many, many others. And please don't think that I forgot everybody. But if it wasn't for everybody, the team, the KTFA, we wouldn't have. I wouldn't be here to give you guys my information. But
Yes,
thank
sir.
you very much.
Thank you. God bless you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
That's very nice of him, and it also helps us to get ourselves kind of like, in order in our thinking. So did you catch that? The lower denums, I said, were not delivered to my friends' foreign banks, in my opinion. But what was delivered was something else. Now, wouldn't it be great if you had that something else? What did I call it? Oh, like a written receipt or something like that, remember? Those are my intentions for tonight. So Eminem, you got an A on your quiz, huh? How about that? Oh, by the way, admins, we had some problems this morning. If a person comes on our forum and they say, in my opinion, and it's something against what we're teaching, that's okay. Don't remove it. This is, one of our rights, freedom of speech. In my opinion, what Frank said is not possible. I think that this will happen in 2020, et cetera, et cetera. Well, thank you for your opinion. Thank you. If a person comes in and says, what Frank says is a bunch of nonsense and he's crazy and that's not going to happen, that you remove. That you remove. If a person comes in and they say, in my opinion, what Frank said is wrong and he is a blankety blank blank, well, that you remove. Okay? But anything that is negative towards us, as long as it starts in my opinion. Because I made a mistake yesterday. I said to you, anything negative, get rid of it. Oh my gosh, that was a wrong thing to say. So, yeah, we need to respect the freedom of speech and treat it with the respect that it should have. All right, whoa, why are we holding our nose, Tink?
Because they're going to go swimming. No, I told you what that means. They've been kicked off the island. They got to go swimming, so they better hold their nose.
All righty, we've dealt with ABC. Dangerous, shameful, dangerous news media people. Told the admins on how we were going to take care of negativity, and we did a quiz with M&M. Family, in my opinion, something very powerful happened today. Let me start out by going to my pictures here. Let's see, my wife gave me glasses. I better put them on. There we go. Now, if you don't belong to our forum, may I suggest that you do. It's free. You go to ktfalways.com, ktfalways.com. You can sign up. Now, if you have any problems, my phone number is 419-283-2552. He was trying to be comical, that's all. I know that. Okay. Now here's what we have, family. Yesterday, the things that we told you in our opinion were for a very good reason. Because then, at 1 o'clock in the morning, these articles start to come out. Now, in our form, inside, in post number 110, post number 110. The National Bank of the Republic of Belarus informs the Central Bank of Iraq to renew two categories of banknotes. The Central Bank of Iraq announces that the National Bank of Republic of Belarus is issuing for circulation updates banknotes of two categories, a 10 and a 5 rubles, issued to the Central Bank of Iraq, issued in the Central Bank of Iraq Information Office, October the 16th, 2019. That'd be today. Then, that was, what was it? Belarus currency. Then, post number 114. The Swiss National Bank. Keep a straight face, man. Keep a straight face. The Swiss National Bank, a second one on the day after Frank 26 talks about, things that are related to this, small notes, a schedule for the IQD, small notes. Anyways, so post number 114. We got this here. The Swiss National Bank informs the Central Bank of Iraq of the renewal of its banknotes. You notice the difference. One is issuing, one is renewal. Isn't that interesting? What did Walking Stick say? Each country does their monetary reforms differently. They wish to inform the Central Bank of Iraq of the renewal of its banknotes of 100 francs. The Central Bank of Iraq announces that the Swiss National Bank... See, Central Bank of Iraq, why are you announcing this? Why are you announcing this? That the Swiss National Bank... They announced it themselves. They sent you the memo. Why are you announcing it to the world? Or you're announcing it to your citizens, aren't you? Because it was on, I see, okay, internally. Well, anyway, so the Swiss National Bank has renewed its banknote category of the 100 francs. And this category is the 6th of the 9th series of Swiss national currencies. And the Swiss bank confirmed that the old banknotes of the same category, boy, does this sound familiar, of the same category and other categories of the 8th series remain for circulation. Yeah, and they'll coexist. And, oh my goodness. Anyway, so you got the point. And look at here. Here's some pictures of them. Let me see if I can. Let's blow these up down here. These are the francs. Pretty cool, huh? That's the 5s. And here's the 5 and 10 up here up on top. Isn't that pretty? That's pretty. Yeah. Boy, all of this sounds familiar, doesn't it? Look at what it says on that. What, do you see the word specimen? Here, let's see if we can blow that up. Son of a gun. What's that say right there? A specimen? A specimen? Specimen. Because it's sent to the central bank. Oh, is it really? Yep. Pretty cool. Boy, does this sound familiar. Now, what I want to do, because I went into the forum early this morning and I said, family, family, are you watching this? And everybody inside of our forum, yeah. No, you're not. You haven't commented. It's been up here for a few hours. I'll tell you what, there ain't going to be no Yubi-Tubi unless you talk about this. Boom, boom, boom. Page after page after page. Thank you. And what I did is I copied your postings. For example, allow me to read some of these because there's understanding here. There's understanding here, and I like this. Based on my opinion from yesterday, when these two articles, look, these two that came out inside of our form, and I told you, no UB2B. There ain't gonna be no UB2B unless you do something about this, family. And here's Claire. Claire says, so, it is very interesting to me. In my opinion, Frank gave us great information on the lower denoms last night in his opinion. About a schedule, about a what if. And look today, what the CBI put out today. Yeah. There's specimens of another country's currency, but look at these notes. They're lowered, they're small notes. The 5, the 10, the 100. Isn't this interesting? Very interesting. Very interesting timing, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. Rami from KTFOs.com. In my opinion, inside Iraq, a dinar is a dinar. There will be no advantage for having a 25K IQD when the purchasing power arrives. They won't be necessary. For example, only, would U.S. citizens carry around 25K dinar notes or dollar notes in their pocket? That's a good point. No way. Making purchase for things like groceries or buying a hamburger somewhere would be a nightmare. Handing the cashier a 25K note would be rejected because they would not be able to make change. Same scenario in Iraq when the purchasing power is increased. Here comes the small notes. Here comes the lower denoms. Bravo. Strong, a CBM, member of KTFOs.com. Wow. Well, not Iraqi currency. It's not Iraqi currency they're showing us, Mr. Frank. But in my opinion, the equivalent of the IQD. And what they're doing. This may be way outfield, way out there, but they also can be 1-to-1 with the IQD in country like the dollar. This is why they are showing the CBI their new currency. But outside, it'll be a different story. What's powerful to me is the fact that they are showing their lower denom picks. Yeah. The same ones that we're waiting for, to see ours. Yeah. Some people call it a global currency reset. I don't. Oh, snap. Them light bulbs are coming on, aren't they? And I told you yesterday, I don't think they're lower denoms in those trucks. I think it's gold. An old timer, 2016 member, MJ West. You know what? What, MJ? This is a great sign of things to come. I agree with you. Yeah, very shortly to come. In fact, in Frank's team's opinion. You see, these notes are just another in a series of not so obvious clues. You know what I'm saying? Wink, 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 wink. Such a complicated puzzle, but one that has direction. Can see what Turkmenistan did. Very good. Well, that's what Frank told us to go look. Very much appreciated, of what Kuwait went through. Sounds like they ventured off course a little bit, but maybe this is why this has taken the time that it has. It must be presented and completed in order. Yeah. Then he says, "Thank you, Frank. You're a very interesting cat." I'm a cool cat, Jan.
You're a lion.
Oh, I'm a Detroit Lions. Oh, jeez. And by the way, when I put, this is what I did this morning, when I saw that nobody was saying anything about these two articles, I thought it was because people were fearful about it. And like, well, that's not the Iraqi dinar. But that is kind of like what we're looking for. Then pay attention to it. Pay a very close attention to it. Are we having troubles, babe?
I'm fine. We're good.
Because it's up to you, sweetheart. If you want me to speed this up and cancel it or stop it, I will.
Nope, we're fine.
We're not going to be abused, right?
Nope, they're gone.
All right. So here's what I said to the family. Hey, Frank 26, they, in my opinion, are clearly showing the citizens of Iraq of what their new currency is going to look like without the zeros, as we see these pictures of different countries in their notes, so they cannot be counterfeited. Brilliant, brilliant. To which I replied, and I told this individual, indeed, I said, what I just showed you. Indeed. But here's the key to my reason and request of you, KTFA Kona, to respond to these two articles. The timing of what we told you yesterday is impeccably perfect. Therefore, tonight's YouTube, UB2B will share further. Yeah. Here's another individual with their opinion. Oh, gee whiz. Looky here. If you recognize your post, your typing, I'm so sorry I didn't get your name. My deepest apology, but this is the one I'm about to read right now. Now check this out. Listen to this. Listen to this. I see it as the analogy of getting in cold water into the swimming pool. If you just jump in the deep end, it's going to be a shock to your system. So slowly dip your toe into the water and wade in into the shallow end for your body to get acclimated first. When I woke up this morning and I saw that article on the CBI, it just brought a big smile to my face. I knew, yeah, you knew that I set you up for today, didn't you? Well, I would set you up to learn. Wait till you see what else I have to tell you tonight. I knew, this individual says, that this is big, and the timing, brilliant. And I feel like a proud daddy when you all hit on the things I'm trying to get you to see. And the timing is so obvious, as Frank has taught us very, very well, thank you. Most important to me is their statement. The Swiss bank confirmed that the old banknotes of the same category and other categories of the 8 series remain for circulation legally. They'll coexist. Sounds familiar. So they are indirectly letting the citizens of these two countries know that and they're also letting the citizens of Iraq know. CBI, why did you need to announce this to your citizens? So they are indirectly letting the citizens know that just like the new 100 franc, the Iraqi dinar new notes will coexist with the old notes, just as our great teacher, just as Frank has taught us. To me, this is a shot across the bow, and it puts us on a schedule. Schedule? Jolly good. Get on that schedule. Yeah. It cracks me up how they say schedule. Come on, man. Say it right. Yeah, so to me, this is a shot across the bow, and puts us on a schedule to see the pictures and descriptions of the new lower dinars for the Iraqi dinar very, very soon, like clockwork and a well-timed rollout. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness, they're happy? Roll on one. Solomon, another member of our forum. You know, they are using this to get the Iraqi citizens in mindset of a new currency by showing them the same thing that they're going to be getting from other countries. And the CBI is indirectly also talking to the rest of the world. Wow. Bear with me, family. I muted it so it would stop, and now it's gone. Let's get back to work. So, oh, shoot. Oh, my. With the, this is Wasabi. Wasabi One's got your minion, Jan, as the avatar for them.
Yep.
Wasabi One, it says, well, Frank, let me tell you what I think. With the information and agreements and discussions that we, in my opinion, this is an awesome step to illustrating what Iraq will be doing very soon, implementing, perhaps, in my opinion. Brilliant. How about this one is Lone Star Cowboy, member of KTFOis.com since 2013. And this individual, they got Woody on there. That's cute. That's cute. Isn't that the Schiffler guy?
Yes.
Oh, we had fun yesterday. We had fun with the first recording that we had to destroy. Maybe that's why I laughed too much and I broke it, huh? Well, Lone Star Cowboy says, Frank, to me, you're asking me to comment. Here's what I think. To me, it shows the Iraqi citizens that they are not the only ones changing their banknotes and how the old and new currency would coexist for a period of time. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, Frank. You will. You're hearing them. I'm a proud daddy. You're hearing my opinion. I'm very proud. Because I mean, it might be the wrong words to use, but I didn't set you up. I lifted you up. What were my last words to you that, I have confidence in the things that I believe in to share with you because so that they can lift you up. Yeah. Another individual, very, very simply put, brand new, a member of our forum, in fact, brand new, Mitch MPA, I think it says Mitch MPA. He says, well, Frank, it's time to show them what to expect. Yeah. Yeah, very good. Very, very good. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. I mean, CBI didn't have to go out of their way to spend money to show them all these specimens out there today. We have another individual here that is saying, well, you see, the Turkmenistan article is also showing how other countries in their notes, what they do, how they pull them in and so forth. I think that article was quite a blessing to all of us to educate us the way the citizens are being educated by the CBI. Yeah. Brilliant. Here's another person. That is an impressive training tool. Brilliant. That's an impressive training tool. One we should all be jumping for joy over and over. Wonder how long it will take to reveal the small notes for Iraq. What did I tell you was next? What did I tell you was next? What did I tell you was next? The pictures of the lower notes and the description. Did I say that they would be of the Iraqi dinar currency? What are you expecting next? The pictures and the descriptions of the Iraqi dinar currency? We have another individual, Pete, 2001. Very good. Good grief, it's 8 o'clock. Tell Will,
I can't.
he wants me to come over?
He wants you to dial into his number, and then he'll tell
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Pete, 2001. Very well done. I commented as soon as I saw this, Frank, this is huge news. Post number 150 also, because it happened before when they were introducing the 250 note using another foreign currency. Additionally, who in the heck in Iraq would have Belarus currency? Nobody. Few citizens, so they could care less about this currency. So the CBI, in my opinion, is not doing it for that reason. Bet our Federal Reserve doesn't do that for currency for other countries. Oh, yeah, and that's why I'm asking CBI. You didn't have to do this. Very good point. Bravo. Again, here's another person saying to Pete exactly what I was thinking, Pete. I mean, what would be the surprise in showing the Belarus currency? It is not as though the currency is being traded on the Iraqi markets on a constant basis. So this is definitely a huge prelude to as to what is about to take place as it concerns their own currency. Again, brilliant. I'm proud of you. I love teamwork. That's why we started tonight by having a quiz. And thank you, Eminem, for answering the question so that we could bring it back in line. Come on, calibrate this thing. Are we all understanding what my what if was all about? Yes, we are. Good. And now you've read the alignment. I'm very proud of our KTFA members. These are some very good thoughts. Now, what we're going to do right now, let me see where we left off. Hilton, remind me, Hilton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5? That's it? Okay, just 5 pictures back. Hilton, we'll pick up from there. Here, Jen. What we're going to do is, you see, on Wednesdays, I leave early so I can go and help Will. We talk about this here product that we've got. But I don't want to leave because Walking Stick and I have information to share with you. You received the first part. You see, we set it up so that you could enjoy these 2 articles today. I hope you did. And I hope you've enjoyed what we explained to you what those 2 banks did. Now, there's more, much more. Like, for example, you think it's a coincidence that they used the Swiss notes? Do you remember what they replaced in the first place? Saddam Swiss notes. We got a lot to talk about, but right now, what I'm going to do is be silent, and I'm going to now turn this over to...
Are you with me?
I am now going to be silent, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to turn this over to our dear brother, Will. Will, the floor is yours for the next 15 minutes, my friend, and then I'll take over.
Excellent. Thanks, Frank. We're gonna be going over 3 different products this evening that Frank and I discovered about a year and a half ago. And I want to give you this information so that you can make a decision about your own health, okay? These 3 products basically don't do anything except prompt the body to act like it did when you were in your teen years. Our first product is called NRF2. It helps the body detoxify genes. It also helps the body produce 4 youth enzymes. Catalase, oxygenase, superoxide dismutase, and glutathione. With those 4 youth enzymes, your body will be producing antioxidants again like it did when you were in your teen years. Now, why is it important? Because antioxidants kill free radicals. Free radicals basically cause disease and aging. So you're telling me that I'm going to get younger? Well, your cells are definitely going to be acting younger. Let's just put it that way. And that's a wonderful thing. Now, NRF1. What's that going to do for me? NRF1, it improves your performance in your cells. With your mitochondria, they don't produce very much energy as you get older. But the mitochondria can actually be prompted to produce much more energy than they're producing at the moment. And it really doesn't matter about your age or your health condition. It also increases the communicatory ability of each cell so that your cells can communicate with one another if your mitochondria is producing lots and lots of energy. And that's a good thing as well. We need to have good cellular communication in order for our cells to operate. Now, why is it important to have the cells operate at these levels? Well, what's your body made of? Are your eyes made of cells? Or is your liver? Is your heart? Is your pancreas? Is your gallbladder? Are your lungs? They're all made from cells, right? So if you improve your cellular health, you're going to improve performance as well. Oh, that makes sense. Yes, it does. Now, let's just talk about NAD for a moment. NAD is a natural enzyme that occurs in your body. And it's produced in very high levels when you're in your younger years. But as you grow older, just like with the other, just like with the others, with the 4-youth enzymes and the mitochondria, the ability for the bodies to produce the NAD becomes less and less as you grow older. And if you did not have NAD in your body, you'd live about 30 seconds actually. But by the time you're 50, 50% of the NAD is gone. Now, why is it important to have NAD? NAD feeds sirtuins in your cells. Sirtuins, you probably have never heard of all this before, but sirtuins are the generals of your cells. They tell everything in the cell what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. Okay? And if you don't have your sirtuins operating at a peak level, you're not operating at a peak level either, okay? So basically what these three products do is they prompt your body to act as if it were in your younger years. Your body always has NAD in it. It's just laying there dormant. Your body always has superoxide dismutase, catalase,
That's all they want.
and glutathione. But it's laying there dormant. Nothing's pumping. Nothing's happening. But when you activate the body through the NRF1 pathway, the NRF2 pathway, and the NAD pathway, the body responds in 100% of the cases. So I think that you'll really enjoy these three products, and they're not expensive. I mean, they're very, very affordable. Now, Rick, are you with me yet? No, Rick's not here. But anyway, here's what I want to do. I do want to give away some free products before we get off this call. Number one, that's the most important thing tonight. But I also want you to take down my telephone number and my email address so I can get some more of this information over to you. I have an email that has Frank's website. It has the clinical study reports from our clinical studies on our products. It has YouTube testimonial videos from people who are, they're just people who have had tremendous results that shot their own video. They're not very professionally done, I might add. And you'll be able to tell that. I mean, they just shot them in their home. They just were like, hey, this is what the product's done for me type of deal, And those are quite amazing because some of the stories are just tremendously emotional. I think y'all will really like that. And also we have a 20-minute presentation in there on how the products work and why they work and that sort of thing. But all of that is in the email, and I do want to get that to you so you can make your own decision based on the facts of what is being presented to you, okay? So in order to get this email, you can write over to this email address, CLQUIK12 @gmail.com. CLQUIK12 @gmail.com. Or you can call or text. Let me give you my phone number. It's 910-690-6008. If you text me, just say, I'm with Frank, and give me your email address, and I'll send you over the information, okay? You know, I've been doing this for like a year and a half now, and I've heard some amazing testimonials, and we have folks in Frank's family, the KCFA family, that have some tremendous testimonials as well. I thought I had one fellow joining me this evening, but I don't think he's here. I think he got his times mixed up. I think he's in a different time zone. But anyway, he had an experience with Lyme, been suffering with Lyme disease, and I talked to him just before the call, and I was inviting him over and everything, and he's like, man, he said, I love this stuff. He said, I took your got it for about 30 days, and my Lyme is gone. I was like, what? That's crazy. So I invited him over to share, but like I said, I think he got his times mixed up. But anyway, no worries on that. We'll invite him back another evening. But listen, here's the deal. Write for some more information, because this is going to blow your mind. Now, I don't want to sell you anything tonight, for goodness sake. I just want you to have the information so that you can make a decision based on the information you're reading and you're looking at. If you're suffering with any type of health issue, or you just want to stay well longer, I mean, this is what you need to look at. The National Institutes of Health ran a 10-year study on our product, and it's the only product they found since they've been testing products that they have found that adds 7% lifespan to mammals. That's only one of the clinical studies. That's just one of them. The product actually helps you live longer, and the federal government proved it. Proved it, guys. So anyway, write over in an email or text over. The phone number again, 910-690-6008. You can call or text. Or if you'd like to email, CLQUIK12@gmail.com. I don't want to take a lot of your time, because Frank's got some really exciting information for you this evening. But I did want to insert this information in for you. Everything that you order, if you decide that you want to order, helps Frank and Tink, and they help a lot of us. So we appreciate you, and we look forward to helping you in the future. And if you've got any issues, we're looking forward to you giving us a good report in the very near future. Frank, that is it for me, brother.
Hey, I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for this product. It's not helping hundreds, it's helping thousands of people. I'm very, very proud of this product. I take it, my wife takes it, and now we're taking the third one that they've introduced. Thank you, Will, for bringing it into my life and into the life of many others. God bless you, my friend.
Thank you. We got to do one thing.
Yeah, what's that?
Free product rule.
Oh, go for it. Do it quickly.
No, you can take me off of there. Those folks on YouTube can't win anyway.
Oh, Roger that. So I'm going to hang up with you, and you go ahead and give away the free products on your line, okay?
All right, brother.
Love you.
Have a great one now.
Aloha. Bye-bye.
Love you too.
Thank you. If not, I would have ended it. If not, I would have given you a much compression of my report to you. So a lot of you say, Frank, you take an hour to say what you could say in 15 seconds. I know. And you don't understand that? No, just tell me. Even if I tell you the next day, you really won't comprehend it. But if I drill it into you by examples, with music, with facial expressions, with jocularity, with whatever tool that I can come up with, you're going to have a very good understanding, and you're going to get an A on your exam. You understand that? No. Yeah, I can understand that you don't understand that, because that type of quality of teaching is not found anymore in schools at any level that I know of. Nobody in grade school, nobody in high school, nobody in college Nobody in grad school. Nobody ever taught me how to invest my money. Nobody ever taught me. So, because we're talking about a blessing that contains money, I've decided to teach it my way. Well, ladies and gentlemen, where did we leave off? Was it Holiday Inn or something? Wasn't that like 20 pages back?
Hilton.
Oh, is that what it was? 1, 2, 3. How many? Let me see. Yes, I teach through associate. Well, good for you, Dave. You're a teacher. All right. There we go. Angel says Hilton. Kim says no, it was Hilton. David says no, it was definitely Hilton. Well, it turns out that look at here. This Hilton, a member of our forum. Let me just read a couple more, and then we'll get to the meat, the heart of our call for tonight. This gentleman says, "Sir, my 2 cents. You asking me about these 2 articles? Well, the CBI wants to show the citizens that these types of notes are what everyone else and is what everyone else is using, and what is the international norm." Brilliant. Well said, Hilton. You see, Mr. Frank, the 3 zeros that the citizens have known, especially the population that only knows the 3 zero notes, this young generation, is the only thing these folks know. They just need to see how the international world works, and since they have been educated, they know. Yeah, brilliant. Well said. Another person. In my opinion, I think that the CBI is using the same method to introduce the new notes to the citizens that the countries use to keep each other updated. Specimens, pictures, descriptions. Who is that? Jimmy JJ. Jimmy JJ. Brilliant. I love teamwork. We can accomplish so much more. I love teamwork, and I really enjoy what you all did. I'm proud of you, and that's why I made as many copies of it so that I could read these tonight, because this is exactly what I was trying to say to you yesterday. My friend's firm did not receive the lower denoms, so that means the CBI is still taking care of them. But instead, in my opinion, in this dream I had, I woke up, and in that dream, they received this awaiting receipt that said, you're going to get a schedule. And by the way, this schedule is going to have a date and a time of when you're supposed to release the lower denoms. Well, you didn't get no lower denoms. No, you got a waiting receipt to receive them. Oh, yeah, I know. And when we get them, you mean when you give me the lower denoms, I'm also going to know when to give them away? Yeah. You mean like simultaneously kind of thing, majiggy? Yeah. Oh. I remember Frank's 26 saying something like that. Oh. But for right now, this is nothing more but a dream, my opinion. Would you like to sit on my blue couch? Can you imagine all the newbies? What do you say? Blue what? All you old timers, Somebody better explain the blue couch. Let me explain it as of right now. For those of you that are new, if I say to you, hey, let me pick somebody here. C.S. Hessman. I know, you already know. Blue friend. Well, these are admins. Let me pick somebody here. Cindy Sherlock. Hi, Cindy. How you doing? Cindy, would you like for me to tell you a little bit of something about, a little something about what I had in my thoughts and my dreams? I was sleepwalking. You want me to tell you what I was thinking? Well, have a seat in my blue couch here with me, okay? Yeah. When you sit on my blue couch, ain't nothing solid. It's kind of like quantum physics. It has nothing to do with with Einstein's universal theories. This is more quantum physics, where everything just jumps all over the place. Nothing is solid, as it seems. Stephen Mack, Stephen Mack, 63, member of KTFalways.com, says the Swiss bank's education on the CBI. Why not? That's clever. There will be a point where to where the education is reciprocal. The CBI educating the Swiss about their new notes. Who is this? I didn't get it, but this individual says, funny you should say this, because I just said to my husband, maybe we will see the ID small notes on their bank screen. No, not yet. And finally, here's Hilton, which I've already read, and the response. Hilton, really good point, in my opinion, because this education, the Iraqi citizens will realize that the way that they have been doing it, is outside of the norm, and the lower denominations are the international standard. This should help out a lot with accepting it and building confidence. Brilliant! So proud of all of my KTFA family. That's about right. Steely Jan also had a wonderful interpretation of what we could see here. In fact, you know what? What the heck? Let's read it. It won't take long. Steely Jan says, Frank, could it be that the CBI is using the new Swiss notes as a familiar one? A familiar one? What do you mean, Steely Jan? Well, that the citizens will easily remember. What are you talking about, Willis? Well, you see, I know that there are a lot of young people who may not remember or know about this, but I am just throwing it out there. I find it very interesting that they posted this note, and yes, the timing of it all, great stuff. And what Steely Jan is trying to tell you, family, is what I told you just before we broke off for Will's little commercial there. Of all the notes, the Swiss note, brilliant. It's just missing Saddam's picture on it. Is this all making sense, family? Good. I mean, is it? I don't know. Tell me what they say, Tink. If they say, no, it's not, get out of here, then I'll leave. Let's see here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's now switch gears. And now let's start talking about what Walking Stick and I talked about today. What happened is that when I called, when we talked yesterday, we were hoping and calculating that if we gave you what we gave you yesterday, we were really hoping that they wouldn't do it on Sunday, that they would do it today. And sure enough, we got lucky. Because around 1 o'clock in the morning, there it was. There it was. You see, these articles from these two banks that are sending specimens and pictures and descriptions of the new small category notes. I mean, they could have picked any other country that's going through also a redenomination. You could have even used an example, well, maybe not of a lot, but they could have used any other ones that are going through a currency redenomination right now, either reprinting, revaluing, whatever it may be. But they took these two. Why? In my opinion, family, it's because of what we said to you yesterday. We're looking for the pictures of the lower denoms. You got them today of another country. But now you're going to get, God willing, the lower denoms and the pictures of the Iraqi dinar. And I believe that before this awaiting receipt takes the lower denoms to the banks. This is all my opinions. These are my thoughts. These are just a scenario. This is a what if. It could be possible. Yeah. You see, family, they have a note count of each denomination. Roll it. They have a note count of each denomination and the CBI. the CBI. They have a no count. Now, I don't want to hear that you're going to tell me, no, they don't know their M figures. Fine. But I'm here to tell you that, that it could be possible that they have a no count of each denomination and a value. And a value, recalculate, and a value of their currency. Yeah, okay. Maybe it's like a ballpark figure, but they do have a good idea of how much that they have removed from the streets. Therefore, because they have that idea of how much they have removed, they now also have an understanding of how much they can replace. So they started this replacement process with the 250, 500, and 1000s. Are you with me? Are they paying attention, Jen?
Mm-hmm.
That was really important, what I just said. So many, there's just so many of like currency. Did that make sense? They know, ballpark figure, how much they have removed. 3-0 notes. And they know the value. And so they know the like currency to replace it with. What do you mean by like currency, Frank? Well, they took out 3 zeros and they're not putting in 3 zeros. No. They took out 3 zeros and they're putting in lower notes because they are the like currency of the 3-0 notes. How? Based on the exchange rate when it changes. You see, then, and we're at then, then, because of these things that they've done, then the CBI, they come to a point in this process, in these steps, where the CBI says to itself, hey, what? That's enough of the 250, 500s, and 1000. That's enough, no more. What did I tell you? They've only printed so many, they're going to run out, remember? Okay. Then comes a point in this process where the CBI will finally say, that's enough of the 250, 500, and 1000s. Let's now only give out to the citizens the lower notes. Okay. Tell the bank when you're going to send it to them. We did in Frank's dream. Oh, okay, good. Then we're all set, right? Yes, we are. By the way, how's the GOI family? How's the GOI? How's the protest? How's how's Maddie? How's anything? Nobody. See what I mean? It is extremely important for the citizens of Iraq, and the GOI better be serious with the citizens. But what's that got to do with the CBI's lava flow of their monetary reform? Nothing. So, the information I just gave you, in my opinion, I also have to follow it up by saying, regardless, even though we know that, and it's so good to know that, in our opinion, we still don't know their benchmarks. I mean, they got the schedule for the benchmarks, but we don't know them. Only they know how long the currency will coexist. We don't. Many of you ask, well, how long will it coexist? A year, 2 years, 3 years? Nobody knows. CBI knows. They know every one of their little babies. And that's extremely important. Because if they didn't, they wouldn't know how many lower denoms to put out. I turned it off by accident. Brilliant. Okay, all right. So apparently they know, and they know when to stop the coexistence. Man, this is for real. This is a real opinion. But once they introduce the redenomination, the revaluation, this information, this data of their currency will be shared with the citizens in what we call the education, in the pictures, in the description. That data, believe it or not, is important for the citizens to know because it's part of the explanation of how they ended up with the currency rate that they are about to be given. Once they introduce the redenomination, the revaluation, this information, this data of their currency will be shared with the citizens in the education, in the pictures, in the description process. Once they distribute the lower denoms to the citizens, we'll have this happening. Because notice how things are overlapping literally. Timing is impeccable. And we told you yesterday, in my opinion, the CBI mother of all the banks in Iraq sent to all the licensed banks in Iraq and awaiting receipt for the date and time to receive the lower denoms and to distribute them. Family, this is a step closer than what we were last week. Don't you agree? In my opinion, because they have a timestamp date to distribute the lower denoms. This is now a very tight package with a nice little blue ribbon bow on it. And this is about to be presented to the banks with the schedule of the date and the timestamp on it, in my opinion. Solely in my opinion. So what's the next thing that we're looking for? Pictures and descriptions of the lower denoms of the Iraqi dinar. And then the distribution of these lower denoms to the citizens of Iraq. But wait, Frank, are we looking for when they get delivered to the banks? No. Don't we want to know? I'm not here to be the champion of intel. I've already told you, in my opinion, what's happening. I already got it laid out for you, in my opinion, in my thoughts. What if? You don't need to know when they arrived at the banks. There's no need for me to share that with you. We're already where we're at. That's enough. Why don't you follow Mnuchin? He's meeting with the finance minister. Well, he met with the finance minister of Iraq today. So, Frank 26, why show us the Swiss and the Belarus small notes? You mean they did this on purpose? Because the IQD is also about to show this, pictures and descriptions? No. It just turned out that you don't let a good opportunity go to waste. So the CBI decided to take that material and show it to their citizens. You see, what happened today is simply a normal procedure to notify other banks that are international around the world that they have received the specimen and the pictures and the distribution. That's cool. So the CBI is about to do the very same thing? Yes. What a great training tool. Yes. It's the education to the citizens. Kind of like a dress rehearsal. Citizens, you see this? You see this? Yeah. Remember what we've been telling you? Yeah. Good. You see, these pictures of the Swiss Belarus were for the CBI. They were for the central bank. For the central bank to receive and to recognize as specimen pictures. It was not for the citizens of Iraq. So, in my opinion, the CBI is using countries' monetary reform steps that mirror the CBI steps. Insert smile. This is brilliant. Impeccable timing. Impeccable timing. C.S. Hessman. He probably just, huh? What? C.S. Hessman, I like it when he put a post up, and because when I said somebody told me about this, and if not, I'm not gonna do a UB2B. C.S. Hessman comes out and he says, "Hey, you know what this is? What? It's like keeping up with the Jones. Jones is like, hey, look, this is mine. Let me see yours. Huh? Let me see yours. I got mine. Let me see yours. Yeah, that sucks. Turn it around. No. Look at this. This is what you want. Where'd you get that? Where? What? eBay? No, you're supposed to go to the World Bank and IMF. Who are you? Who are you, by the way? What country are you? Zimbabwe? No wonder. Okay, never mind. Go away. Yeah, C.S. Hessman. These are two central banks, like two rams going against each other, and they're saying, "Here's mine. Let me see yours. Show me yours. And what is so cool, C.S. Hessman? Check it out. What they show them. The Swiss franc note. To remember the Swiss Saddam note that they replaced. And what else did they show them? A 5, a 50, and a 100. The small notes. Brilliant. They could have shown them any other currencies, but no. Okay, so yeah, this is all about the Democrats. This is about impeaching them. This is about the debate from last night. What happened to the debate? Phagocytosis. Phagocytosis. They ate each other up, man. I ate him. Sorry. Hey, Eminem. Hey, what'd you do with the Democrats last night? I ate them. Lord, I thought it was gonna be a fist fight last night, man. Why don't you support me? Why don't you be on my side? We got you another one. Oh my goodness, they are imploding. They are accusing each other. They're mad at each other. They don't know who to blame anymore, man. They dug up dirt on each other and they said, you're a booger butt. He's a booger butt. Yeah, I got the proof of it. They're insulting each other left and right. 3 years. How long has the president been the president? 3 years? It's a 4-year term. 3 years wasted. If you're a Democrat, you've got to be a little bit Well, you'll say, well, it's wasted because because Trump wasted it, and caused us to waste it to impeach him. You're trying to impeach a man that has done historical records of economy and jobs and stock markets. Really? What a waste. And Biden, you and your son, when they asked you, by the way, we're getting to the end. I'm going to give you the prize in a minute. This is, we'll be done in about 10, 15 minutes, I promise. And Biden, you and your son, you and your son, you son of a gun. That was, your answers were like swallowing vomit.
That lady's gonna be so upset with you.
Oh, the one that I go, and then I'm talking about vomit too now. But it was when Biden answered. He said, "Well, my son didn't do anything illegal." Anyways, okay, so that's enough. They're self-destroying themselves. How about something nicer? What? Frank, 11 years ago, did you say that when this thing would happen, that there would be life on Mars? Yeah. No. Yeah. No! Okay, I didn't. Yeah, you did. I saw it. Well, then which is it? I don't know. But it's interesting. So with that in mind, I might as well just jump on it. Look at here. What's that say? Life on Mars 40 years ago. Whoa! There's life on Mars. Oh my gosh, there's a 7-Eleven there. Wow, okay, that's cool. And what was the other thing you said would happen when this, was all over and done with? She would be there. So is it true that Hillary Clinton wants to run against Donald Trump? She'll be there. Okay. Anyways, it's time now to give you something, family, and let me think of where it's at. It's area code. Hold on. I want to give recognition to an individual that helped with this. I didn't even know. Oh, dear me. Hang in there. Yes! Dun, 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 dun. I can't touch that. Here's what we got. First of all, I want to show you something. Okay, I just blew it up. You see this? If you read Arabic, shh. So that's what we got here, and let's see. Okay, then we can scroll it down. And it is right there. That's the start of it, okay? And you can see who it's from. Here, I think I can block all that up. Oh, let me block up that phone number, I'm sorry, up on top. You can see where it's from, right? The Central Bank of Iraq, right? Okay. Here we go. And yesterday, what'd I tell you? Widget. Camel Express. We have I'm a courier. I have the delivery. Thank you. A possibility, maybe. Awaiting receipt for the lower denoms, and when to, and what date to distribute. Okay. It was all a dream. It was all a what if. I want to thank our sister. We'll just call her Sam. Thank you, Sam. Please listen, ladies and gentlemen. And then we will put this up on our forum tomorrow. Tomorrow, not tonight. We've learned the pattern of the gurus. They don't like to work early in the morning. That cracked you up. They steal at nights. Republic of the Iraq, Central Bank of Iraq, Banking Supervision Department, Islamic Banking Supervision, House Dar al-Ara issues on this date, and there's the Arabic date, in case you read Arabic. On this date, issued, and you see this is the CBI sending this documentation that I showed you. It's not an article. This documentation to the bank. Hello, with this? Courier. I got something for you. What you got? Republic of the Iraq, Central Bank of Iraq, Banking Supervision Department, Islamic Banking Supervision, House of Dar al-Ara issues on this date to all licensed banks of Iraq are the bank notes for small groups. Purpose to achieve the desired objectives of withdrawing the damaged currency in the circulation and to cover the market needs for new banknotes for small denominations, dinars, and the time and the effort required to count and sort the damaged banknotes. And what did I tell you? Let me see. They have a good idea. They have to know how many, and they know the values, so they know how many to put in. So now they know how many LDs to put back out there. Gotcha. And the sorting of the damaged banknotes for these categories in the counting machines. Therefore, you decide to cancel the shortage that may appear. Therefore, banks of Iraq, all of you that are licensed, this is Mother talking to you. Therefore, you decide to cancel the shortage that may appear in your creation from small categories for a limited period. Coexist, etc., etc., etc. Dang, they even got a telephone number here. And one more time, that documentation. If you want to find this, it's in the CBI website now. So, I'm just curious, do you understand? All honor and glory to God, right? For what He's allowing us to understand, right? Please pray for my friend Walking Stick, please, please. I'll give you an update on him on the weekend. Pray for my friend. He's going to be going back. He goes to the hospital a lot because they're running tests right now on his pancreas. And because he doesn't have an immune system and he's traveling, he can't get rid of this fever that he's got. His body just aches a lot, burns a lot. So we pray for each other. And I want to thank you for allowing me to be with you once again tonight. And I pray that what we brought you is powerful. Yesterday was just a scenario. It still is. Look, I got a hold of Delta. And I said, Delta, would you please look this over? He said, yeah. So when you're done, I'm just curious. In fact, here, look. You can read what I told him. You know, why did it have those numbers? And he tells me, he says, they were talking about the 250, the 500, and the 1,000 in the translation of Arabic. And I said, wow, perfect, thank you. Wish me luck tonight. He says, good luck. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my conference call for you, or my my UB2B for you tonight, okay? Yesterday I told you that there was more. Guess what? There's more. But it has to be given to you a little bit at a time, with logic and understanding. It's brought to you sometimes where I say to you, where's my blue couch? Is it up there?
Yeah.
Where? Anyways, it's okay.
It's behind the surfboard cookie box.
My blue couch? Why not? Let me get it.
Behind the heart. You can see your shorts.
You can see my shorts?
Yes.
Okay, you see my shorts? Well, of course, you guys know I wear shorts with my suits. My son saw me this weekend. He says, Dad, that's cool. Thank you. Oh, look at this. Isn't that precious? These are my pictures of me and my grandchildren.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if you can see them. Let's see. Anyways. Oh, and that's with a dog? I think that's our dog, isn't it? Or is that a dog?
It's a lion, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, it's a lion! Remember when I was at the zoo and I put myself right next to that lion?
Yep.
That's what that is. I'll be darned. That's cool. Did you see that? Let's look at the lion. If I can zoom in. There. Oh no. I mess up. Golly, I can't find it now.
You showed it.
Anyways, I showed it, yeah. Okay, so we done. And I will leave you in peace. I look forward to being with you again. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? There has to be something really important. Let's see what happens, because I've given you everything that you need up to a certain point. Our analyzer, militiaman, likes tomorrow going into the weekend to look at and study. I agree with him. Anyways, it's always sweet. It's always hard for me to say goodbye to you because I enjoy your company and I enjoy teaching you. Soon, this will stop, and I plan to teach you the Word of God instead. There's only one way to teach the Word of God, and that is scripturally. But there are many ways to present it. If you think these last 11 years have been something, the way I teach you the Iraqi dinar investment, wait till I teach you the Word of God. I love you in the name of Jesus Christ, and I leave you with the prayer in my heart offered to you as I pray for you every day, more than once a day. I pray, I hope that you pray for my wife and I as well. Do you understand what happened yesterday and today? Yesterday's video is not important. Yesterday's video is not important. The UB2B. It is today's video. If you want to analyze something, analyze today. I leave you in peace. God bless you. Aloha. Aloha nake oi to my Kona family, and a hui ho, well, whenever we see each other again. Bye-bye.